Remind me of the mods again. KWV3.
KWV3, Mugen bushings all around, Mugen titanium exhaust, WinMax W5 pad,
RS4 tires.
RS4 tires,
Staggered, right?
stagger, 225 up front, 255 in the back. And that's it.
Okay.
I know all the mods.
And it's a 2000 model year.
2000, the first year.
AP1. feel, it really wants to return to center with a very strong force.
You're thinking that's not within the normal spec, right?
Yeah, I don't know if it's your alignment or something, but it's the steering weight is really high. I'm thinking it's an alignment thing. I'm not sure. I mean, honestly, it could just be the fact that it's an AP1. I haven't tracked an AP1 in quite some time. I've been driving all like modified S2000s lately.
Oh, I see.
And you know, one of the things that really helps an S2000 on track is a big brake kit. The stock brakes are woefully undersized. Like the pads will help, but that initial sort of pedal feel is very squishy. The suspension feels really nice and soft. It's not the most track tuned, but KWV3 has never been that. This suspension is supposed to be comfortable on the street. That's its primary goal. It's still a fun car though. S2000, I mean, it's always going to be like the 9000 Redline's insane. I look down, I'm like, dude, I have to be like at Redline, and I'm like at 8000 still.
Yeah, more to go.
Yeah. Thanks, Angus. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
S2000s.
Yeah.
All you got to do is a few mods to it, and they can become really fun on track. It's a very tricky car for beginners. It will bite you if you get one thing wrong mid-corner, so it's really not forgiving at all. Like, you can try to tune some of that out, like you were trying to do with your higher front tire pressures to make it understeer a little bit, stiffening your front damping settings, softening the rear. But end of the day, these cars are just not easy to drive hard.
Yeah, it's still gonna be snappy as you.
Yeah.
And I felt it too. Maybe not when I was driving, but when you were driving, the first maybe a lap or two, I really did feel like
yeah, it's kind of like it always wants to kind of do that. It wiggle, just a little wiggle. If you can catch it, it's fine. But if you take it just a little too far, you can go past the point of no return much quicker than in something like a BRZ. Once you exceed the grip limits of the back, making up a number, but you have about 15% of wiggle room before it's past the point of no return. Whereas in a BRZ, you probably have like 30%, if that makes sense. So you have to keep it within that very, very narrow range. And that's what makes it very difficult to drive hard, but also very rewarding when you get it right. Yeah,
I think getting it right will be some time from now.
Yeah.
it'll take me many days, because I just felt like, just comparing my session and your session, I felt like I was pedestrian compared to what you were doing.
You have to respect it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, which I can tell you do. You definitely respect it, like in the corners, slowly working your way up. And I would say don't change that. Like numbers don't mean anything to me, because I just want to get the feel, the and sensation and the muscle memory and like the instinct of like, oh, that's a little too wide, that's a little, or that sensation of the rear stepping out, I need to catch it. I don't have any of that right now. So my goal is, I don't care about numbers, it's just the sensation, the feel, the confidence. Everybody can pass me by, I don't care. So, well, you're on the right track and you have a good mindset, and that's the kind of mindset I think every person who just gets into track days ideally should have that mindset. And then as you reach those goals, the speed will come. I hope so. Like, don't even have a lap timer for like your first, I don't know, dozen track days or so. I didn't even have to turn it on for mine. I was like, don't leave it on. Hope you guys enjoyed yet another S2000 track video. Big thank you to Angus. You're welcome, man. Again, and I'll see you guys in the next one.